Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday. If you watched yesterday's vlog, good. That is the precursor to today's vlog because we are trying pizza again. Obviously this is going to be something that we have to make a few times because we got to figure out the little things of like, oh, okay, we should do this differently, we should do this differently, etc. And we're going to do another pizza. So we're already making some changes to how we did it yesterday. Yesterday, whenever we were working with the dough, first off, this is another one of the pre-made doughs from Publix. Publix sells two different doughs. They sell one that's rolled out, which is useful for making pizza, and then they sell one that's in a ball. When we went and got some, they didn't have any of the rolled out dough, so we're working with the dough
that's what we wanted to start with.
Yeah, we would have preferred that, but they didn't have that, so we're working with the one that's in a ball. So Mal is trying to work it out a little bit better.
Doing better just to shape it today. Like
the one from yesterday was really...
It must have been too full of flour. I don't know. But like this one has all these air pockets.
Yeah.
That like when I push them down, it feels like bubble wrap.
Well, at least it's actually doing a little bit better than yesterday.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're going to change is we had the biggest disaster from doing yesterday's pizza was trying to get it off of the peel and onto the steel. And I think that the reason that happened is because we did a lot of the pushing and stuff on the peel itself. I also don't think I ever talked about where we got this. We got the pizza steel from Nerd Chef. The middle of the road option. It's 23 or 24 pounds. This peel is from Etsy, actually. And the reason we went with a peel that was made from Etsy is that they have them on Amazon, and they're a lot cheaper. But when you start to read the reviews, a lot of people are like, well, you know, the peel isn't really ready. You need to sand it down a little bit. You need to oil it. And by the time you put in, you know, the effort and then buying the other stuff to do that, it becomes a little more cost effective to just buy one on Etsy by someone that's been making them for a while. So that's what we did. Anyway, yesterday, whenever we were, you know, pushing the dough and trying to flatten it out, we did it here, which we think caused it to stick on the peel because we had pushed it down so much. So today, we're doing it on the pan, and we think that that's going to go a little bit more smoothly. Also, yesterday, we had put flour down, but we've read online that maybe cornmeal would be better.
Well, I knew cornmeal would be better. I just wanted the flour to make the dough less sticky, and then I was like, well, there's flour, it'll be fine.
So we suspect maybe that it was not fine because of the flour. So we're going to do cornmeal today in addition to some of the flour that we have down. So we're trying to make just a few small changes because, again, yesterday's pizza, it actually tasted pretty good. And the cool thing was yesterday, even just doing what we did, we had coloration on the top and bottom of the crust that we've never had before. And that's exciting. So, you know, we're pumped about that aspect of it, but in order to, you know, fix some of the other stuff, we're just making these small changes. The biggest thing that happened yesterday is that we couldn't get the pizza off the peel. The dough ended up tearing trying to get it off of the thing, and it was a bit of a disaster. But knowing what we know now, hopefully we can, you know, do things right.
That looks way better than yesterday.
Yeah, we had a hard time getting it shaped yesterday, and I don't know why, but maybe that dough was just... We bought the doughs at the same time.
Yeah.
We bought two of them, and the dough from yesterday could not do that. It just continually retracted back to its spot. This one's working better. Why? I have no idea. Also, we're not going to make a margarita pizza today, partially because that basil plant needs to grow some more basil. We're going to be making a more traditional pizza, and that means we're going to be using shredded mozzarella cheese. I've talked about it on the vlog before. If you thought it was a joke, I promise it wasn't, that I use a cheese hammer in order to break up the mozzarella that is frozen. Well, we got a package in the mail just the other day, and it is a actual engraved cheese hammer, and this is from Bella Bunny and Sasquatch, and they sent this our way for one, because it's hilarious, and now we have an engraved cheese hammer. But then number two, the one that I've been using has a latex handle, and Mal's allergic to latex, so she can't do the hammering on the cheese. Now she can hammer all the cheese that she wants. And I will, yeah, I can continue to do it, but now if I'm doing something else and you need to hammer the cheese, now you can do it with the actual, engraved cheese hammer. Thank you both, by the way. This is hilarious, and we'll actually get some use. We're almost actually out of the cheese, which is impressive because we've had this cheese a long time. Costco cheese goes a long way.
Well, it's a 2-pack.
Yeah, I know.
That's
you
just
get
one of them.
Yeah, you get 2 of them, and there's 2. Yeah, you get 5 pounds of shredded cheese. Really a good deal. It also explains why we freeze it.
So it should still.
Yeah, it's moving. That's good.
Ready?
Yeah.
Did I put it too far back?
I
I don't think so.
think you got it.
Alright.
I hope so. A few minutes later, and this is what we've got. So the advantage over yesterday's is that it's not full of holes. That seems positive.
It's in one piece.
It's in one piece. It looks like a pizza. It did definitely get a little burnt on top, but trying to figure out the times of everything is going to be, the next big question, because it goes in on the steel, and at some point we are going to be swapping it over to broil. The question is how long, how long do you keep it on the normal oven setting versus how long do you put it on broil? And it's going to be some adjustment periods. That being said, even though it's a little burnt on top and really only the outside crust on one side, this looks much more like a pizza than yesterday's attempt. And you know what? I'll take it, man. I will take it. It looks good. It looks much closer to a real pizza. One of the things we've noticed, and you may have been curious about this, is that the sauce that we're using, we really like the flavor of it. It's a sauce that we make ourselves by just taking some canned San Marzano tomatoes and adding just a little bit of olive oil. And the taste on that on pizzas we've made in the past have been really, really good. However, because the oven is getting so hot, it's almost evaporating that sauce because the sauce is really thin. So I think that, starting down this path of making pizza this way, we're actually going to have to ultimately change how we do the sauce a little bit, which is fine, but I think it needs to be a little chunkier and have a little less liquid.
The bottom?
The bottom?
It's not like a really, really crispy done like
a
wood-fired pizza oven, but it's much better than anything we've gotten making dough.
Yeah. Here's the problem, and the reason we wanted the pizza stone. Whenever you're going the route of making pizza at home, you've got 2 options. You can either get dough and do it yourself. If you do it yourself with the dough, you can't put the dough on the rack because the dough will fall through. So you have to do it on a pan. If you do it on a pan, the oven's not getting hot enough to make it crispy, and it's a little disappointing. What we've done is we've bought some of the pre-made boboli crust and things like that, the kits. And they're fine, but it's not the same as this. It's a very different experience. That's very good. That's very good. The dough is still probably a little thicker than I would have made it. Like, if we were making the dough ourselves from home, I would have tried to make it
Thinner.
a little thinner.
Yeah.
But that's one of the closest things to real pizza we've ever had. It really is. And that's quite good. That is quite good. Anyway. That's it for today. I told you we're going to get better at this. I told you. And this one already is a huge improvement.
This is a marked improvement.
Marked improvement over yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious how bad the... even the stuff that looks like burnt on the edges there, that ain't even that bad. It's really not. We'll keep getting better at this. Because pizza is something that both Mal and myself have always been passionate about. Even back in Colombia, when we lived in Colombia 10 years ago, we were making pizza, and we've gotten better at it over the years. But it was just recently where we decided, you know what, we really want to get really good at this. So we're gonna try. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? That's really good, Mal. That's good.